We're live. Doing good. How do I pronounce that?
Garren, G-A-R-R-E. Garren.
Yeah, Garren is just like UK.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
it's
it's
different.
calm,
I already know.
Yeah, it's calm. Garren, like it's like a UK name, like Gary, Garren, Dan.
That's
yeah.
like it goes with y'all.
Yeah,
accent. Like, it flows.
Yeah. I'm just wicked. Now I don't pronounce it. It's like Garren. Yeah. Cool.
You're
blended nice. If you're London, Garren.
Right. I need to move to London. Huh?
Big shout to SR Music Motion, much love. Big up SR Music Motion, showing me enough love out here in LA. And we're here with a man. I'm feeling his music right now. It's Garren, Dan Blake, Music Worldwide.
What's the word, my guy? Good to see you.
Good to see you, bro. And it's a pleasure to have you, man. We're at the Dream Hollywood Hotel. A guy, I'm feeling his music heavily, man. Compton, man. You're from the big Compton, a place in London, that is infamous of the movies we watch and all this kind of thing in the culture. And you're from there. Tell us how the influence of Compton within your music, bro.
Compton, I grew up in South Central as well, which is similar to Compton, but a lot different at the same time. So growing up in Compton, South Central was, it was tough. It was a challenge, but I think it's just like any other hood in the world. You just got to mind your business, stay focused, and know when you need to leave and when you need to, stay put.
I love
so
that.
Just know how to maneuver. And I think that's all in my music. It's just knowing how to maneuver, whether I'm talking to a gangbanger through my music, whether I'm talking to a female through my music, whether I'm talking to my fellow colleagues, my brothers, the people that understand what I'm going through in my personal life that can relate. Whoever I'm talking to is just always knowing how to approach the situation. So I think that's one of the biggest things I took from growing up in South Central / Compton / South Central is just you have to always know how to move and know when to apply certain, mechanisms that you learned throughout the years in whatever situation you in. So it's deep.
Yeah. So how did you get into making music, man?
Well, I didn't really choose music. Music chose me. So I since I could remember, I was always doing music. But when I watch videos and see times that I didn't even have memory, I see that I had an auntie who God used from my church, who placed me and made me learn instruments, made me learn how to play the drums, learn how to play the piano, made me produce my first song at 8 years old. I started my first publishing company at 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I was led by God. I guess God made me start doing music, but the natural realm of all of that, my auntie, her name Auntie Kristen.
Yeah.
She's like the GOAT in music, like literally one of the greatest people I've ever met. And she's my relative, so it's just super cool.
I love that, bro. And the influence in your music, man. Tell us who is inspired coming up, bro.
My music has a lot of inspiration. One heavy person is Brandy. Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson, of course, that should be everybody's. A lot of gospel music, because I grew up in church, sung in the choir, stuff like that. And that gospel music melodies are super crazy and they're very emotion driven. So a lot of gospel music spark your emotion. And I love that about gospel music. Alternative music, I listen to alternative rock and alternative gospel. So Switchfoot, Lifehouse, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, a lot of different people. I don't come from one specific lane, so that's why my sound is a lot more unique than what's out there today, because I'm tapping into a lot of different, genres.
I hear the gospel,
Do you hear the gospel? Yeah.
Because I hear the soul, man.
Yeah, the soul.
I feel the soul. Because Wake Up, your latest record.
Yeah.
That's a ringer. It stays with me.
Yeah.
I feel that. When I first heard that was the first tune I heard from you.
Wow.
And I'll be thinking that hook, that Wake Up, the way you sing it, kind of stuck with me, man.
Yeah,
it's
man,
real
that's
hard.
love.
It's very soulful. Tell us about that record, you know, how that come together, the Wake Up record, man.
So the Wake Up record was pretty simple. It's complex, but it's simple at the same time. It's just like, I feel like every woman, whether they believe it or not, has some dark shadow over them that feel like beauty is a certain way.
Yeah.
And as a man looking from the reality of it, it's not. Beauty is, first of all, the person and the character of that person. Then when you get to the physical attributes, it's still not what the world is portraying to us as society, which is makeup everywhere, pat your face down, big booty, big breasts. Like, that stuff is like so far-fetched. And I think it's gonna get played out. And everything gets played out. Whether it's a classic or not, it's gonna get played out at some point in time. So it's like, I would hate to put a message out there that I want this type of girl with makeup and big booty and big titties. And that stuff it's not real. You know, what's real is who you really are. And realizing that it's no such thing as competition when it comes to beauty is something that I want to give to women in the world.
Wow.
That information.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's a deep answer there, bro.
Yeah.
And going on from that record, what's the feedback on that out there in the world right now? What's the feedback like? How you feeling out there?
I like the feedback for those who are listening.
Yeah.
But I'm like Daniel in the Lion's Den, bro. Like, I'm, you know, everywhere around me is lions out here who just want to feed you this microwavable music.
Yeah.
And I'm still in the oven waiting for my 450 degrees to light the dish, you know what I mean? So the reaction is, we don't really see you because you're in the oven, and we can just see this microwave music right now giving us the big booties and but you know what I mean, you just giving us what we need, and we don't really want what we need. We want what we want. You know what I mean? So I respect it, but I'm coming.
Yeah, man, but you know, the authentic content, it will come to the surface, and it's always as more of a longevity, you know.
Right.
It'll be around longer.
Yeah.
When it's all microwavable, that ain't the real cooked food, you know.
That's not.
For sure.
Exactly.
Give out your social medias, man, on the Instagram
my
Live.
social
right
is
now, bro.
Garren, at Garren. You can follow me.
Big shout to Sophie, man.
Yeah, Sophie. Yeah, shout out to Sophie.
Doing big things, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like that's my social. And then Twitter is Garren Official.
Jeez.
So Garren Official. SoundCloud Garren Official. And you can just find me everywhere on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, anywhere at Garren, Garren. So you type my name, you type in Wake Up. I just released a video and visual and song today called Energy.
Jeez, fresh.
I already released the song Energy on my EP. But
what's the EP called? People who don't know.
EP called Normal.
Normal.
I released that in 2017. 2018 actually.
Yeah.
2018. And what I was about to say, this video is, you know, speaking on that same thing where it's like, it's not what you used to, you know what I mean? So I'm always coming at that angle. Nothing that you heard or seen before.
And you know, you're a deep writer, so
Yeah.
I feel. So what's your writing process? How do you approach it?
Lately I haven't been in the studio too much because life is real.
Yeah.
But when I approach writing, for the past about 2 years, I haven't been really writing it down super. Like, I'll type it maybe, or I used to really write my lyrics all the time. And then now lately I've been just approaching it like, literally, what am I going through? How do I feel right now? Am I happy? Okay, I'm happy. I'm gonna make a song that's about how I feel about being happy right now. Am I depressed? I'll make a song about being depressed. But it always come out with a purpose of the next level. My songs are always trying to get, whether it's myself, the audience, the woman, the man, the boy, the girl, just to the next level of thinking. So I'm always end everything off with like, but the positive thing is, you know what I mean?
I love that. So there's always like, you know, a positive outcome. Like,
I'm gonna speak the truth though. If I'm depressed, I'm gonna speak that. But I'm always be in the middle of my song like, can't just be depressed this whole song. You know what I mean? It's always like, whether it's that last 4 bars where I'm like, you know, this is what I meant, and this is how I'm gonna take all that feeling, all those feelings, and apply them to my next move. It's always gonna be a positive outcome. So whether that's visually or you hear it through the audio, it's gonna be something that lets you know that I'm not stuck. You know what I mean? Never stuck.
Never stuck.
Never stuck.
How are you feeling today then? Are you happy today?
Am I happy today?
Right now, today.
What's up? How you doing? I'm good. I'm about to. How long you here? Yeah. All right. Today, I'm happy. I'm happy because I say so.
Yeah.
But I got reality. You know what I mean? I still got things I worry about.
Yeah.
I still got things that's on my mind that make me, you know, want to, you know, figure out other things. But yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I can't complain. I'm alive. I'm well. You know.
I love that.
I have a shelter. You know what I mean? I'm not dead. I'm not in jail. A lot of people don't have that opportunity. So I could tell you what I don't like, but I don't think that's the energy that the world, God or the universe want to, you know, be subjected to.
And you're going on tour. You know,
yeah.
Another thing to be happy about.
Right.
Eric, right?
Yeah, with Eric Bellinger.
Jeez.
My guy, yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big tour.
Yeah, that's my big bro.
So you're looking forward to traveling around all over the country?
Yeah, man, I did it a couple times, a few times, so I'm super excited to travel around the country, man. It's super dope.
What can people expect from a live show from you? What's the energy?
Man, a live show is... I have a live show tonight. If you ain't busy, I'll definitely let you slide through. Start at 6:30.
Where is it?
But it's at the Westin Hotel by the airport.
Okay.
So if you want, you know, you can connect after this, whatever.
Definitely.
But that's how LA work, you know what I mean? You get with somebody, you chill, boom, 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 they got something popping, you boom, boom.
I love that.
Right after this, I'm going straight to the studio.
Yeah. I love that, bro.
Exactly.
But you know what? I know a record I was checking out of yours. The Long Way. Wrong way. Okay, yeah. But no, Long Way is the same thing. Yeah.
Because whether you see it, basically you've seen it the right way.
Yeah.
The long way is the objective.
Yeah.
I want people to go the long way. So I should have named that the song, you know. But I wanted that controversial wrong way, like, to only make you realize that I was saying I'm not going the wrong way. But that song, bro, is, my dad been a gangbanger. My family, they all gangbangers. I grew up around gangbanging activity. I still am around gangbanging activity on a weekly basis. I'm not ever partaking in it, but I'm just around those type of people and that type of energy. And that's just life in LA, if you're really from LA. Your cousin, your daddy, somebody you gotta be around gangbang. And so you're technically subjected to that energy every time you with them, because you don't know what they did yesterday or last night. You don't know what they did last week. You don't know who did something to them, and you in the car when they do something to somebody else. You know, it's real tricky. So I'm around that energy all the time. Like I said, I always try to move differently. So I because I'm from here and I know this way of living. I know when it's time to go. I know when it's time to kick back. I know when it's time to not be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know how to move. So Wrong Way is just literally talking about how I had to learn how to move at the point where I didn't know if I wanted to be smart about the way I move. It was when I was confused on, do I want to be like the rest of these dummies? Or do I want to be myself and be an own man and not be a follower? And I'm not saying that every dude who gangbang is a dummy. What I'm saying is the actions that's completed under that title is dumb. And I'm not afraid to say that. I will tell my father, my friends, my cousins that what they do for a living is dumb. But You know, I understand why it's happening.
It's real deep, man.
Yeah.
You know, and even where I'm from in London, you know, our thing over there is knife.
I heard y'all crazy.
Yeah, it'd be stabbing over there.
Yeah, I heard
it used
y'all.
to be just knives, man.
Yeah.
We ain't really got the guns problem as much because it's just guns are not, guns are
They're not over there.
They're not over there. They're not legal like that. You know what I mean? There's no licensing for guns or anything like that. But we got a big in London. It's just a knife crime problem. It's as worse as in New York City. New York City's got kind of a big knife problem there. So, you know, obviously, people from London, you know, they look at America, especially where you're from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they hear about this kind of thing. And you're from there. You're from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I would like you to just give a message to a young youth around the world that is going through this kind of stuff. And look at yourself. You know, you're going on a path where you're on tour, you're doing big records, you're pushing your career amongst everything that's going on.
Right.
What would you say to the young kid out there that's going through similar things? And they're positive, but they're still around it. You know what I mean? They're trying to navigate themselves. You know, just a simple message.
One big thing I could say that I realized is the amount of respect you have for yourself is the amount of respect that the next person have for you.
Yeah.
So, at first I thought that I was losing respect because I was going the long way.
Yeah, of course.
But now that I'm grown and everybody realize what life actually means, I'm getting all the respect that I was trying to earn with no cost. Now it don't have to cost my freedom, my life, my safety, my sanity. It don't cost me nothing to get respect. The simple fact that I went through life, didn't fall short to all of the pressures around me. Those same people who were pressuring me now respect me the utmost. So it's still people around here right now, literally right now, shooting somebody right now where I'm from. Somebody's getting shot right now, literally. Because that's how it happens. But those same people who shooting and who killing and who dying and who's involved in these things literally to prove a point or to get acceptance or to have this brotherhood, they respect me. And I didn't do nothing. I didn't do a tenth of what the newest gangbanger did. So that should tell you something right there. It ain't what you think. It's who you are. It ain't what you want to do. It's what you need to do. So my information that can be passed on from that portion of what I just said, don't follow. Lead. And people will follow you. And if you got the right message and the right meaning and the right movement, you're going to change a lot of lives. Like myself, I'm realizing I'm changing lives, even though I don't see $1 million in my pocket, even though I don't see a big house, and you know what I'm saying. I don't have the nicest life. I have the same struggles that everybody has. You know what I mean? When I went to J. Cole and got on J. Cole album and became platinum,
crazy.
I had somebody help me pay for half of my plane ticket because I ain't have it. My plane ticket was only $300, but I ain't have it.
That's real.
And somebody gave me $150. A hustler, a dude who hustle and sell dope, gave me $150 because he respect me. You feel me? The same dude that's out there killing, hustling, selling drugs, cocaine, crack, all of these the streets, gave me money to go through my
elevate
dream.
yourself.
Elevate So
crazy.
you know, it's a level of respect that you carry for yourself that other people gravitate to, and they want to respect you. So that's my message.
And you worked, with the late great Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, that's my bro.
Dedication with Kendrick Lamar was on the tune on the victory lap.
Yep.
For those who don't know, tell us what Nipsey Hussle meant to you, my bro.
Well, I went to school on Slauson and Crenshaw, which is his neighborhood, and a couple other big bros that I had, that's their neighborhood. They all part of the gang culture. So I seen him a lot. Before it was any of this. When he used to have a longer chain, because that was in style. His shirt was a lot bigger, because that was in style.
Yeah.
His pants were a lot saggier, because that was in style. So this was 2008 that I first met Nipsey. By 2011, I was ditching school. 2011, 2012, I was ditching school to work with him. More so 2012 though. I was working with him on the Crenshaw tape, but I didn't know it was that, you know. I thought it was his Victory Lap album. That's how he presented it. Like, yo, I just want hooks, beats. I was with my cousin Nick Smith, who a phenomenal producer, and we was just ditching school every now and then, going to Nip. It didn't take until 2018 when he finally allowed me to actually make, you know, an appearance on his body of work. So 10 years knowing him, and it took me 10 years to get a background vocal on his song. So he meant a lot to me, and he mean a lot more to a lot different people that I know. I went to school with his sister, Samantha. She went to View Park, where I went on Slauson and Crenshaw. So we didn't know each other like that, but I do remember that being the talk, like, that's Nipsey's little sister. And this is when he was just like hood famous, where it's just like, you know him around LA, but the world don't really know him. It wasn't that big. But it was still respect, a certain level of respect. We'd come out of school, he passing CDs out to us, you know? Yeah. So this was the grind. Then I kind of seen him grow, you know what I mean? But it was such at a distance, but it was still insight, because my brothers, they like my musical, spiritual brothers, they did all his music. They was the one who kind of put him in the game, 1,500 or nothing. They put him in the game, so. And then my other homeboy, Steve Lobel, he's a big bro, he's a very, you know, fine businessman, fine-tuned in the mind. Yeah. But, yeah, man, these dudes are the people that I was around energy-wise. Maybe not direct all the time, but the energy was there. My cousin is Brody Brown. He produced every record on Bruno Mars.
Wow.
24 Karat Magic. He wrote and produced with Bruno Mars. You know, he did Grenade, Fuck You by CeeLo Green, Young, Wild, and Free. This is the energy I was around since birth, you know? So.
Give us like, you know, knowing Nipsey, give us something funny about him, you know? So, something that we can remember, funny. We all like to laugh and joke, you know?
Yeah. Something funny is this dude will roll a backwood, whether it was your weed or his weed, and he would not pass it. He wouldn't pass it. So if you smoked, and he hardly would take your weed. Like if you pass him a blunt, he hardly would take it. He'll just roll his own. He got to a certain point where he didn't want to smoke with nobody. That was funny to me. You know what I mean? Being somebody who always passing the blunt. I was super like, yo, this dude's hilarious. And then another thing, it takes him years to cut verses.
Okay.
You send him something. I did a documentary. It ain't out yet. He was supposed to narrate it.
Oh wow.
But obviously he passed, so it couldn't happen. But Ben was supposed to narrate it, you know?
Nip, you done that yet?
Everybody know, if you really know Nip and you really been in a situation, he would come in your studio. And if you put a lot of pressure on him in the studio, he'll go in there and say a few bars, and he'll be like, that's what I got. That's it for me. But in most cases, he's just not going to do it until he's ready. And he moved like that in everything he does. When he ready to answer your text message, he gonna answer it. When he ready to talk to you, he gonna talk. When he ready to pass the blunt, if he does it, he's gonna do it. When he ready to anything, it's on his timing. That's respected, you know. Sometimes I'll be like, dang, Nip, come on, bruh. But most times you gotta respect it, because he's him. I respect what he wants for himself.
And you know, I've been seeing on the media. You know, where the marathon store is. I see that it's been closed. It looks like it's been closed down. Then I heard there's going to be a museum or a memorial built. Can you know, give us some insight on the current state of what's going on over there?
So Black Sam, which I don't know too well, but I do know him. We have a lot of similar acquaintances between us. Black Sam, Adam, Pac-Man, J-Stone, J-Rock, everybody, the whole squad up over there, they overwhelmed, man. Like if you could imagine, obviously, once she passed, everything triples, multiplies, quadruples, 10 times, tenfold, all that. So they're getting like hundreds and thousands of orders, like monthly, and it's too much to try and physically be there at the same place that he passed. Literally, you walk outside, your spirit probably get dim a little bit just because you know, like he was right there. He was right there. Even me, it's super emotional driving past Crenshaw and Slauson. It's super emotional. Like I can't even explain it. But I can only imagine his brother and his homeboys that was doing all type of stuff with him, hitting gates and corners, and that's a different feeling. Me, I was just from the outside as a homeboy, as a little bro looking up. You know what I mean? You had people who was his peers who were right there every step. And I got my homeboy, my big bro, his name G.I. Joe, OMG. He was literally next door to Nipsey. His grandma and Nipsey grandma stayed next door to each other. So he got pictures with him and Nipsey on the bike with training wheels.
Crazy, wow.
You know? So it's deep. It's too deep. And over there, they going through a lot. But they still pressing forward. They still getting orders done. They still... You know, you can go over there right now. They gonna be there. People gonna respect you too. As long as you come with respect, they gonna respect it. It's like he like a statue now. His store is a statue. You know. So it don't even have to be nobody. They don't gotta sell nothing out of there no more.
The homage is being paid.
It's gonna be everybody gonna show up. Now, bro, in media, I'm realizing Crenshaw is considered a city now.
Okay.
But it's not a city. It's a street. It's a section. It's a district. So,
and they've got the
Nipsey Hussle Square.
Yeah, and the kind of graffiti kind of decoration they've got.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That stuff is
people are coming from all over the world to come over there, man.
I see people from Asia getting out their whip, going to take a picture on Slauson and Crenshaw. It was shootouts over there. You know what I mean? I was at school having to be on lockdown. And getting in fights, going to Master Burger, getting pressed by the gang culture, you know. So
it's real.
This is real life for us. But now that's about to. I wouldn't be surprised if because he died in 10 years, Crenshaw is a more upscale living.
Yeah, like gentrified. Even gentrified the neighborhoods.
No more hood.
Yeah, like.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, wow, that's deep.
I wouldn't be surprised one bit.
That's deep, man. And you know, your hook on dedication, your hook on. Tell us about. Did you write that right there on the spot? What was the energy?
Oh yeah. Nipsey kind of showed me this record with his first verse.
Yeah. Were you in the studio together when you done it?
Yeah. He called me early in the morning, like 7 in the morning. Like, yo, what up? It's Nip. With my bro Robin Hood. And my bro Robin Hood called me at like 7:30 in the morning. Like, yo, Nip said pull up to the studio. I pulled up like 9 in the morning. I got it. You know, that's Nipsey. That's Nipsey.
Yeah, up straight.
Yeah, I'm up. Went over there, recorded that. After I got done, he like, yo, mind you, remember I told you the story about Nip. He moved on his time. The first 3 days I went in there and did nothing. I just watched Nip.
Sick.
It was cool the first day. The second day, I'm like, man, I ain't coming back. I'm an artist, and I don't want to lose my value by letting him know that I got this time to sit around.
Yeah, for real.
But then that was pride talking, because I put my pride down. I went the third day, and that's when I recorded Dedication.
Legendary.
Imagine if I was prideful.
That's real.
That wouldn't be me.
You gotta listen up, artists, man. And now that's become a classic album, man.
Now that's a classic, and that's probably his biggest song. That's gonna end up being his biggest song. Dedication. That's gonna be his biggest song ever.
And you're part of that legacy.
And I'm a part of that, bro.
Real
that's
talk.
God.
That's real.
That's God.
That's real.
Knowing that all this was gonna happen anyways.
Then Kendrick, one of the best spitters in the game ever.
And he told me too. He said, "Look, if all goes well, it's gonna be me, you, and Kendrick."
Crazy.
I'm like, what? He like, I didn't even know. I didn't know what to believe because I know how he moves. So I didn't know. Like, he could change his mind. He could say, I don't even want this record no more. That's how he moves. You know, Victory Lap, the album was supposed to come out in 2013.
Yeah, 2013.
So that's how much he be like,
Yeah,
oh, no,
just
we're
like,
going to put
yeah.
a tape. Oh, no, we're going to put another tape.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to sell this tape for $100.
Yeah, like you did.
It was on me.
Yeah, that became a whole nother
You thought that was
thing.
supposed to be the album.
That's crazy, wow.
But, you know, that's the type of dude he is. And I got on that record, and now I'm there forever. And I got on another record he put me on with Missy Elliott.
Shit.
It never came out, though.
Wow. So it was you, Missy Elliott, and Nipsey Hussle on the record. Wow.
She did ad-libs, and
That's
she did
crazy.
the beat. So it was her on ad-libs and her on the beat.
Production.
Nipsey rapping, and I was on the hook.
Jeez. Are we gonna hear that record at some stage?
Never.
Never.
Guarantee you. I know Nip, engineer, his name is G. Shout out G.
Yeah.
I think he's from Virginia. Nothing from Nipsey probably never coming out unless it's super professional.
Yeah. If it's done right.
Got to be done right.
Yeah.
Nipsey wasn't an industry dude, so he didn't have all these people he didn't know around him.
Yeah.
So you can't crack that code. Nobody let no music out.
Yeah.
Those his brothers.
The principles remain, man. Integrity
I got
intact.
music with
Yeah.
Nipsey that ain't out.
Wow.
I'll never let it go. I know, because the respect that
Respect,
Nipsey
yeah.
demanded and gave, you can't ever disrespect anything that he wanted. And you know how he moved if you really know him. So you know he would never want nobody to hear the song that he doesn't consider finished.
Real talk.
And it takes him a long time to say something finished.
That's what you were saying, bro. And you know, we do a thing on the show, we call it the language check, man.
Yeah.
So we need to check in with some kind of slang that you use that you can share when you're with the man.
Boo-boo.
Boo-boo.
So if something not good, you be like, oh, that's boo-boo.
Jeez. You know what? I'm not feeling that drink, you know. That's boo-boo. You know?
Yeah, that drink is boo-boo. Like, you be like, yo, let me get a Henny Coke. And they give you more Coke than Henny. You be like, man, that's boo-boo,
Hey,
dog.
that's boo-boo,
Yeah,
bro.
that's boo-boo,
Yo,
bro.
give me more rum in that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
that's
boo-boo thing,
bro.
bro.
That's boo-boo team, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I love
That's
it, man.
boo-boo. Or we say that's trash.
Yeah, man. I love it. Checking in with the language check, Garren.
Yes, sir.
UK artists, are you familiar with people from the UK?
I'm not
This music
familiar. I know I've heard plenty of them.
Yeah.
And I've studied a lot of songs, but one thing about me, I listen to so much music and consume it and create it
Yeah.
that I never pay attention to names.
Yeah.
It's like, good music, cool. I'm gonna listen to the song. Eventually, I'm gonna learn your names because I listen to your songs too much. But nah, I couldn't tell you one UK person like that for sure. That like, yo, I love this person. I love this is why I love him or her. Like, but you know, I can't tell you one. But I respect y'all music. Y'all the second leading music creators / consumers in the world. It's United States, UK, then Sweden.
Yeah, we go hard, man, for real.
And Sweden is kind of like close to the UK. So
Yeah, pretty close, man, pretty close.
I go to Sweden a lot.
Yeah, you go to Sweden a lot, yeah, Stockholm and all that. Yeah, man, that's large. So, any features coming out for you, man? And who you working with at the moment, my guy?
I did some stuff with Hit Boy with Dom Kennedy.
Yeah.
And I did some stuff with Hit Boy with T Grizzly. J Stone, All Money In, Nipsey bro. He signed to All Money In. He just dropped Pac-Man with All Money In just dropped. Those are just little shout outs. But I'm on both of their tapes, obviously the All Money In ties. My cousin Brody Brown, I did a lot of writing and recording with him. He's gonna drop an album. G.I. Joe, he gonna drop something. It's a lot of people, bro. I can't even name it. Eric Bellinger, Ali. Man, it's so many people, bro. I'm forgetting so many people that I work with on a daily basis, weekly basis. I'm just doing shout outs at this point.
Just give us one thing to do in LA. What would be the funnest thing to do in LA if you're coming for the first time?
Funnest thing? I don't know. I'm pretty boring. I go to the studio and just go home. But sometimes I'll pop out at a club, but that's not the funnest thing to do. Probably the funnest thing is to just go with some good people you really rock with, go to the beach, go do some barbecuing.
Oh, see? Okay.
You know what I mean? Go walk the boardwalk or something like that. That's super like family oriented / fun / you still see some crazy shit here and there, you know what I mean? So it'll give you a little bit of, both worlds of LA, but on some like where I'm from, what we call some nigga shit. Funnest thing to do is go to the hood, bro. You see everything, and then you'll be good. You go with the right person, you'll be good. You go to the hood, you go to something that got to do with the real energy in LA. So whether that's like a hookah spot that everybody go to, right in Brentwood, right by UCLA, everybody, you will catch J. Cole or anybody in there randomly, not like an event, like really just pulling up, like French Montana, all type of people.
Love that.
Going to a small little bar or something that everybody know where to go, you know what I mean? Little stuff like that, after hours. Like little, like, you gotta be with somebody who really from LA to really get that, you know what I mean? Like me, you feel me? Really from LA, you know what I mean?
We love that, man. So give out your social medias one last time so people can keep in touch with you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Garren, Garren. So at Garren. On Twitter at Garren Official, Garren Official. SoundCloud Garren Official. Look me up, Garren, on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you would like, I'm there. So love to everybody, love to UK.
Cheers. Garren, Dan Blake, Music Worldwide, Pulse88.co.uk. We're out, man. Thanks for
we out, my boy. Thank you, brother.
Listen to this.